Hello, YouTubers. This is Joe Bravo and Mo Bravo's Knife Reviews, doing a speed review of two Shiro 111 pocket knives. This is the older version, and this is the newer version. Both of these knives are M390 111 millimeter pocket knives running on the traditional Shirogorov multi-row bearing system. Both of these knives are fantastic liner lock knives. As you can see, there is no frame. There is still no frame. This is the Gen 5. This is the Gen 4. Recon 1 just had these out at $1,200. These have been on the market for a little bit, but they're certainly tough to get. The Fuller is the thing that really drew me to this knife over some of the other Shirogorov variants. I'm really digging it. The carbon fiber is great. The Gen 5 is almost like they said, listen, let's take an F3NS and turn it into a 111, which is fine if that's what you're into. I typically prefer the F3R over the F3NS. The milling is a nice touch, gets some grippy in the hands, but I don't really think it's needed to make the knife better. This is a huge bitch. Both of these knives are just under 10 inches, and closed they are, what do you got here? 5.5 pounds, 5.5 inches. The fuller version, the older one, is actually 5.4 ounces, and the newer one is 4.9 ounces, primarily because they made the blade stock a hell of a lot thinner in the Gen 5. This guy is a 3.5 millimeter blade stock, whereas the older version is 4 millimeters. And as you can see, that swedge spine on the new one, it's really thin, and I don't know if I care for that. If I'm going to carry a pocket sword like a Shirogorov 111 in my pocket, I want every bit of the utilitarianism ism as this knife really offers. I mean, it is rock solid. The action just thwack for days. You could Spidey flick it. I was so excited. I said, great, it's got a hole. I don't think it offers anything better than the Fuller does. I don't know if it's because I had the Fuller, I'm used to the Fuller, but I missed the weight. The weight difference between the two is definitely in the blade stock. They also did some lightning cuts and some milling over here that you could see inside the flipper tab. They did do a little bit different, that wild style jimping that you see on the F3NS versus the traditional variant. Um, Let me look at the flipper tab and see if there's a difference in the jimping. Pretty much the same, not too much of a difference. And the backspacers are a little different. They did anno the backspacer, and on the new Gen 5, there is no exposed pocket clip screw like there is on the older one. Which one do I like better? For me, I'd have to say the Gen 4 with the Fuller is better than the 111 Gen 5. And I don't think that that really is a big detriment, because this really does fit great in the pocket. The lightweight does make it a very nice carryable knife. Is the 5.3, 5.4 ounces of the thicker blade stock going to kill you? When you have a knife that's freaking almost 6 inches in your pocket, what you're giving up as far as blade stock really, to shed 3, 4 ounces, I don't know if it's really worth it. Either way, both of these knives are fantastic. $1,200 from Recon One, if you could find them. They're going for 1,300 or 1,350 on Rust Blade and on the secondary. These guys, they go for around $1,000. If you can get your hands on one, I would certainly recommend one with a Fuller. It is a fantastic knife. You will enjoy it. I promise you that. But yeah, Recon One, Rust Blade, the Facebook groups, Reddit, Blade Forum. I'm sure you can